Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I've got this Tinseltown candle here that we're gonna light. And then we're gonna use this to light the Sage and Palo Santo for once. Save myself a little lighter fluid. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get a good smoke today. Do you see it? Look at it, it's already working. Smoking! Woo! Alright, oh, this one's a little hot because I gotta get my fingers close. Yeah, so check out, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so good. So good! Yay, thank you. Okay, so I am doing a Christmas giveaway, and the goal is to reach 500 subscribers before Christmas. So we only have a couple days, but we have less than 100 subscribers to go. So I have no doubt that we'll be able to reach it. Okay, so oh yeah, I did that reading of like what's under your tree. It was so fun. It was so fun. It's kind of nice to focus on something that's like, you know, not karmic. Just good fun. Okay, so we have dilettante and destroyer. So right off the bat, I'm getting that people see you as someone soft, sweet, naive, and maybe at one point you were. But I'm getting now that maybe a lot of people targeted you because of that, and now you're in this destroyer mode. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So light attributes: releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Yeah, so yeah, you're in this destroyer mode because you were in this mode, and well, other people tried to destroy you because they saw you as like, you know, like Little Red Riding Hood, right? We just had a reading about that. Someone saw you as like Little Red Riding Hood and thought that they could be the big bad wolf in your life, just because. Probably because they do that to a lot of people. But for some reason, you especially. And so now you're in this destroyer mode where you are, you're getting rid of all those destructive people and that destructive mentality, you know, like of, I don't know, I feel like I feel like they did turn you a little bit dark, you know what I mean? I feel like you were just like pure light, pure sunshine all the time, and until they attacked you so much that you went a little bit dark, you know, and you had to show them, you know, that you do have a dark side, okay? But that you just choose to be this dilettante, right? This love and light, you know, sweet, innocent, you know, kind, loving person. You choose to be that. It's not that you're an idiot, you know. You choose to be this way because it's happy. You know what I mean? It's high vibrational, and you had to show them that you do have a dark side and not to cross you, because you will cut them off. And that is exactly what you're doing, right? Okay, you are and they're destroyed. Like these people who thought that they could get one over on you, who thought that they could take advantage of you, use you, abuse you. You know, they're realizing that that they should not have crossed you, and that's a lot to get from 2 cards. Good news. Number 42. Good news. Encouragement, miracle, and surprise. I love that. Okay. 12. Stop. Break free. Well, break, but I said break free for a reason. So, pause and stagnation. So the good news is, you know, you are breaking free from these people, and from that mentality of, you know, of just being so naive and trusting of everyone, because you realize now that not everyone is good. Unfortunately, I think that you are the kind of person who wanted to believe the best in everyone all the time. And you're realizing that, unfortunately, you know, that's not really a healthy or a realistic way to go through life. That sometimes you have to realize that sometimes people are not good, and sometimes people do not have your best interests at heart. But the good news is, you know, that you are learning and growing from that, and you are learning how to protect yourself from those types of people and break free, to stop them and break free. And with the number 12 here, I'm getting that this is happening in this 12th month, in the last month of, you know, 2024. Although the reading is timeless, so whenever you come across it, but you know, that, like, it's the end of the road for these people. You know, if they still have any kind of access to you, it's going to stop at the end of this month. They're not going to be able to continue to do this to you at all anymore. And with miracle on the good news card, I do feel like it's, you know, it's a miracle. God has intervened here to make sure that this stops. So we have perseverance and alliance, number 7 and number 8. Challenge, endurance, resolution, trust, honest, compatibility. Yeah. So this is just saying that, like, you know, you've had to trust in God this whole time, right? To get you through this. Damn. I'm getting, you're a believer, you know what I mean? Like, you believe in God, you maybe always have, and that's part of, you know, this dilettante. This dilettante, you know, persona, right? It's also a little bit of like a believer, okay? So this is like marries into who you are, and you believe in God, like on a level of almost like childlike innocence, okay? And that's another reason why these destroyers targeted you, because they thought that because you believed in God, that meant that you were naive, because they didn't believe in God, and they think that anyone who does is an idiot, and maybe, you know, even deserves to be destroyed, or to have that idea destroyed. And so I'm getting that with the miracle and the, you know, breaking free and all of this, that like divine intervention, it's like you believed in God, and they attacked you for that. And you had to lean very much on your faith that God was going to stop these people from doing whatever they were doing to destroy your life. And it took a very long time. But, you know, it's reaching a resolution. And again, you know, you had to trust in your alliance, basically, with God. And that, you know, that God was on your side, and that God was going to step in and do this miracle for you to make sure that these people cannot do any more harm to you. And not just these people, but anyone. It's like having it's like having the mark of the beast versus a mark of the anointed one, okay? Something like that. So it's like you have a marking of an anointed one. And if you didn't before, you do now. And it's like now you have this mark, you like marked by God, you know, anointed, so that all evil people know to stay away from you, because you are protected by God. You are one of God's chosen. You are anointed by God. And it's like your purpose here is simply to just be who you are, you know, unapologetically shine your light, without fear of being attacked for it. $34, commitment, binding, obstruction, contract. What's that about? Profession, omniscience, expertise, and talent. Another one. Right? Ceremony, mystery, magic. We have the number 1 and the number 18 and the number 34. Let me just get one more and round it out. And 23, blessing, fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. I'm getting one of the things that they tried to do is stop you from being able to worship God, you know, however way you choose. And in this case, you are very, I'm getting like, you know, spiritual, right? Okay, so worshiping God to you looks different than, you know, other people. The way that you worship God may look satanic to other people, right? Because there's rituals and magic, you know, and mystery involved, and people attack and don't like what they don't understand. And, you know, they may have seen you as evil, right? Because they didn't understand. And rather than open their minds and try to understand, they just attacked you for being different or for worshiping however you choose. And okay, so I'm just getting that like they were trying to hold you back, right, from being able to become an expert, right, in magic, because that is basically how you worship God, right? You understand why we're here. You understand how we're here, you know, on earth, and you want to grow that understanding even more, and you want to, you know, that's how you worship God, you know, is growing your knowledge about all things, you know, mystical and spiritual and occult, maybe. And they wanted to stop you from doing this. But, you know, the blessing is that you will be able to move forward, you know, without any more obstruction, without any more hindrances, so that you can continue your journey, your ascension, your enlightenment. And part of what they don't like about this and you is that just by doing this for yourself, you end up along the way enlightening others. It's like being a flame, right? Like how we did, okay, oh, I love how it comes together like that. It's like how we did in the beginning, where we lit the candle, and then we used the candle to light the sage and the Palo Santo. It's like being that candle. You are that candle, okay? And you are doing what you do, and you are learning and growing and you know, just worshiping God in whatever way feels right to you. And just by doing that, you end up lighting other people, other things, other flames. And they don't like this. They don't like you spreading your light, which I really don't get. Oh, maybe because they're so negative. Maybe because they don't believe in God, and they don't want others to really believe in God either, because they feel like, you know, God doesn't exist because God wasn't there for them. And yeah, so yeah, these people like basically don't believe in God, and they don't want you to believe in God either. They don't want anyone to believe in God because they feel like God wasn't there for them, so God isn't real, and or that, you know, even if they believe God is real, they're angry that like God hasn't come through for them the way that God has come through for you. But what they're not understanding is that you've put a lot into this, you know. You had to have a lot of faith along the way and persevere through a lot. Not just in this situation, but in your life in general. And how you chose to maneuver through, you know, life's challenges is what drew God to you. And they're failing to see that it is their own failures, their own bad attitudes, their own bad choices, etc., that got them where they are. It wasn't God. You know, God was there trying to help them, lead them. They chose to ignore, you know, and God helps those who help themselves. So they didn't want to help themselves. They didn't want to grow. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to, you know, have a good attitude. And that makes all the difference, right? So God, you know, they feel like a little jealous, I think. They're like, why is God always there for you? You know, if God exists, then why hasn't God done this, this, and this for them? And it's like, well, maybe because you're praying for the wrong things. You know what I mean? Maybe you're praying for money when you should be praying for wisdom. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Anyways, interesting. So these people are a little bit jealous. I don't even feel like it's a matter of believing in God or not believing in God. I feel like they're just jealous that things always work out for you somehow, and that somehow is God. And I think they don't want to believe it. And it's like they attack you to try to prove that God isn't real. When really they're just trying to, you know, fulfill their own self-fulfilling prophecy. Alright, Spirit, let's close this out. What else do we need to know here? We have the Empress and the Strength reverse card. So it's like you are this Empress energy. You are like strong, independent, capable, protected, a mother, you know, maybe, or at least you carry this motherly energy, this like wisdom, you know, passed down through the generations. You know, you are a creator, you create, you know, you don't like to destroy, you like to create. And you're very caring and nurturing, divine feminine. You're very beautiful, and they attacked this, you know, they attacked this with the Strength reverse. They wanted you to doubt yourself. They wanted you to have low self-esteem. They attacked you because they saw all that you were, and they wanted to try to make you believe what you weren't, that you are what you are not. And it's like you had to stand strong in this energy and remember who you are, while they constantly tried to tell you that you are not all of those things. They wanted you to be vulnerable and feel inadequate, because that's how they feel, you know? It's like they're jealous of you because you are everything that they are not. And rather than just change and become, you know, what they wish they were, they try to take you down to try to prove that it's not possible, right? If they can't do it, it's because it's not possible. They limit themselves and then blame you and God. How did that even get on there? Sorry, it's sticky because there's like something on it. Just... Yeah, Two of Cups reverse. They tried to, and the Magician reverse, they tried to manipulate a breakup between you and God, right? They wanted you to stop believing in God. They wanted you to turn your back on God. They wanted you to turn your back on spirituality. They wanted you to turn your back on everything that you believe. And they were trying to manipulate. You know, they tried to manipulate you. They did everything in their power to try to come between you and God. Hold on. One of the ways that they have done this is try to delay you, cause you frustrations, to make you angry, and try to control you, right? Okay, with the Knight of Wands reverse. Okay, so they have tried to delay something for you, right? This obstruction. They've tried to hold you back from something. What is it that they're trying to hold them back from? What's the obstruction? What's the obstruction? Damn. Okay, we have Queen of Swords. So I'm getting like, from being able to stand in your truth, Queen of Cups, that you are a Queen of Cups. Five of Swords, King of Cups, and cause conflict within yourself. Okay, you know, between your divine masculine and divine feminine energies, right? And Eight of Pentacles, they worked very hard to do this, but also to come in between you and your money, your bag, your profession, right? Your job, your ability to make money or to bring in money. So they have done everything to fuck up your finances. What else do we need to know about this? The Sun. All is well. I guess all's well that ends well. Okay? You know, you have a miracle here. God is working miracles for you to remove these people from your life, to prevent them from being able to hurt you any further or hold you back in any way. Yeah. You know, God, it's basically like God is coming for them. You have brought the destruction upon them, but really they did it themselves. But it's like you activated their destruction. You asked God basically to stop them. And so like you prayed for God to maybe to bring them low, you know, so that they can't do this to you anymore. Oh, yeah, prayed for the destruction of your enemies, basically, okay? You know, it's prayer. Prayer is powerful, and especially, you know, from someone who is as connected, you know, with this alliance, you know, you're connected to God. You have an alliance with God, and so when someone like you prays, you know, it's a big deal. It matters. It holds a lot of weight, and God is coming through for you. You know, this miracle is happening with the Sun here, and so it's like, you know, you don't have anything to worry about. God is working this out for you, and you know, it's a miracle. God is working miracles for you. Oh, I don't know if I should take it. Yeah, okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, and these just fell out on the floor, but, you know. So we have the Eight of Swords reversed, so it's like you are being released from this prison that they tried to put you in, okay? You're being released. You are free to go, or you will be soon. You know, Five of Wands reversed. They're not going to be able to cause you any more conflict, okay? You know, it's like God is bringing peace and harmony to this situation, which you also may have prayed for, okay? It's like maybe you prayed for the destruction of your enemies in order to bring about freedom and peace, you know, and that's important as well. You know, the intention behind it. You weren't praying for these people's downfall, you know, so that you could feel better about yourself or to have some kind of, you know, monetary gain. You prayed for the right reasons. You prayed for the right things. And if this is you, you know, if this is your situation, but you haven't reached that level yet, and you haven't prayed for those things, this is your blueprint, okay? God is showing you the way. This is how you do it. You pray for the destruction of your enemies from, you know, a positive place or for positive reasons, right? Okay? And Judgment reverse. They have a lot of lessons to learn. Okay, these people have a lot to learn, and you got to pray too that God teaches them all the lessons that they need to learn about messing with other people. And Ten of Wands reverse. Yeah, you know, delegation, release, taking a break, finally saying no in freedom. Lightening the load. God is telling these people, no, you will not put these burdens onto one of my children, okay? You are anointed, right? Touch not my anointed, okay? God is saying, no, touch not my anointed. This one's mine, okay? God has claimed you. And God is working miracles in your life to stop these, you know, these jealous people who try to destroy, you know, believers, basically, because they're jealous that God, you know, favors them. But that's an issue they have to take up with God. You know what I mean? It's like, just take it up with God. Okay? I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time. And I hope that if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel. Bye.